Good evening everyone. So today let us learn electrochemistry, the further part of electrochemistry. So in the last lecture we have learned about what is electrochemistry and the definition of electrochemistry. So beforehand I have discussed about some basics which are required for electrochemistry. Those are nothing but what is spontaneous reaction, what is non-spontaneous reaction, and what is oxidation and what is reduction. So now let us go to electrochemistry. So yesterday we have discussed about electrochemistry. This electrochemistry is a combination of two words. The first one is electro, which means electrical energy, and the second word is chemistry, that means chemical energy. Here there is an interconversion of electrical energy into chemical energy and vice versa. Here in electrochemistry we come across two type of cells. The first one is called as electrolytic cell. And the second one is galvanic cell, or it is also called as voltaic cell. So here this galvanic cell or voltaic cell, they are further called as electrochemical cells. They are also called as electrochemical cell. Generally they are called as electrochemical cell. So what is electrolytic cell? So here the electrolytic cell is a device which converts electrical energy into chemical energy. I repeat, electrolytic cell is a device which converts electrical energy into chemical energy. Electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. So here, to remember this, I will give a trick. E is converted into C. E refers to electrical energy, which gives chemical energy. Electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. So this is our electrolytic cell. So in this electrolytic cell, exactly what happens is the non-spontaneous chemical reaction is carried out by adding electrical energy by external source, by adding external current. So here, so generally in this electrolytic cell a process takes place, a well-known process takes place. That process is none other than electrolysis. So you all very much know about electrolysis. In your lower classes you have learned about electrolysis here. So electrolysis is a process by which the active metals are prepared. Active metals means what? The metals which cannot be prepared from normal methods. They are prepared by only electrolysis method. So for example, sodium, potassium, chlorine, so like those all elements are sodium, potassium metals are prepared by electrolysis. So how to define electrolysis? So here, a phenomenon by which chemical reaction is carried out by passing electrical energy. See here, this electrolysis is a phenomena by which the chemical reaction is carried out by passing electrical energy. So this electrical energy is given by external source like batteries from another sources. Okay, so here by passing electrical energy we are successfully carrying out our chemical reaction. So this process is called as electrolysis. The place in which electrolysis takes place, that cell is called as electrolytic cell or electrolytic cell. So now let us study about electrolytic cell in detail. So this is the setup made for electrolytic cell. For this galvanic cell and other we will discuss in next class. So now we will discuss only about this electrolytic cell. So this is the setup of electrolytic cell. So I'll take a beaker in which I'll place electrolytic solution. Electrolytic solution. So what do you mean by electrolytic solution? A solution, electrolytic, the solution is made by electrolytes. So about electrolytes, we have learnt your first PUC, the topic equilibrium. Do you remember? Okay. So electrolyte means a compound, a salt made by Coulombic forces, or intermolecular force of attraction is Coulombic force or ionic bond. The ionic solutions are also called as electrolytes. So here, electrolytic solution. So here I will take a solution of NaCl. Here I will take liquid NaCl, means molten state, sodium chloride in molten state. Here this sodium chloride, when dissolved in water or when sodium chloride is molten, what happens? It forms Na plus and Cl minus ions, cation and anions. So here means our solution contains Na plus ions as well as Cl minus ions. The large number of Na plus ions and Cl minus ions are present in our solution. Na plus, Cl minus, Cl minus, Na plus, Cl minus, Na plus. So like this, a large number of ions are present in our solution. So in this solution, I will insert two electrodes. The electrode means what? About that we have discussed in our previous class. Okay. So I will insert two electrodes. The nature of these two electrodes is inert. I will take, for inert electrode, I will take platinum electrode. So platinum electrodes are said to be inert. Then what do you mean by inert? The electrode must be inert. Inert means what? The electrode should not take part in our chemical reaction. So it must provide a stage for reaction, but it will not participate into the chemical reaction. So for that I will take platinum electrode. So these platinum electrodes are regarded as inert electrode. They are inert in nature. And these two electrodes are connected externally by means of wire, by means of electric wire. Here I will place battery. I will place a battery. Here you must be remember, this is the symbol of battery. Here the small terminal indicates negative terminal, and the larger line indicates positive terminal. So here the negative terminal of the battery is connected with one electrode. This electrode is known as cathode. Here I have taken the negative terminal of the battery attached with the electrode. That electrode is negative in charge. So this is our negative electrode. It is called as cathode. And the positive terminal of the battery is connected with another electrode. So this electrode is positively charged. The whole electrode is positively charged as it is connected with the positive terminal. So this electrode is taken as anode. I will take this as anode, this as cathode. See, when electric energy is passed, when the electrical current is passed through these two electrodes, what happens? This electrode is negative in charge. Negative in charge means what? It contains excess of electrons. Negatively charged means what? Electrons are negatively charged. So here it contains excess of electrons. The positive charge indicates deficiency of electrons. The positive charge indicates deficiency of electrons. And observe here, in our solution we have Na plus ions as well as Cl minus ions. So Na plus ions are electron deficient ions. They require electron, and Cl minus ions are electron rich ions. They have excess of electrons. So here the negatively charged electrode attract positive ion from the solution. Here the solution, positive ion in our solution is nothing but Na plus ions. These ions are attracted towards negatively charged electrodes. Means as soon as battery is switched on, this is our key. As soon as battery is switched on, what happens? Na plus ions move towards this electrode. Towards this electrode, Na plus ions move, and towards this electrode Cl minus ions will move. The Cl minus ions rush towards positively charged electrode and Na plus ions rush towards negatively charged electrode. Then the actual picture starts now. Here on this cathode, and right here on this cathode, what happens here? Na plus ion come at cathode. When the Na plus ion attacks with this cathode, it will receive, that Na plus ion will receive a reward from the cathode, that is none other than a electron. Each Na plus ion will get one electron from this electrode. So Na plus will get electron. What happens? When positively charged sodium ion receives a electron, it is converted into a sodium atom, or ultimately we are going to get sodium metal. We got sodium metal, means the sodium metal is deposited on this electrode. On this cathode, sodium metal is deposited. So this is the story about cathode. Then what about anode? Here what happens? Towards anode, the which ions are moving? The negatively charged chloride ions are moving towards anode. At anode what happens? Here Cl minus ion come to anode. As anode is positively charged, it will pick a electron, it will catch or it will snatch electron from the chlorine or chloride ion. So each chloride ion loses one electrode at the surface of this anode. Cl minus ion loses one electron, means it is converted into chlorine gas. Chloride ion will lose electron and sodium ion will gain electron. So in these two reactions, can we define these two in terms of redox reaction? Yes. Do you remember? Addition of electron is called as reduction. So the reaction taking place at our cathode is nothing but reduction reaction. So this is our reduction reaction, and here the chloride ion is been losing its electron. So this is nothing but loss of electron. This is oxidation reaction. Oxidation reaction. So here at cathode, reduction reaction takes place and ultimately it will form sodium metal. The sodium metal is deposited on the surface of cathode, and at anode oxidation takes place. Due to oxidation, what happens? The chlorine gas is evolved at the anode, on the surface of anode. So this is the actual chemical reaction taking place in our electrolytic cell. So here this reaction is non-spontaneous reaction. For this reaction we have to supply electrical energy. This reaction is carried out by the assistance of external electric current. So this reaction is a non-spontaneous reaction. So for this non-spontaneous reaction, delta G is always positive. So please remember, for electrolytic cell, in an electrolytic cell, whatever the reaction, for those all reaction, delta G is must be positive. Means these chemical reactions are non-spontaneous chemical reaction. So by the use of this electrical energy, our non-spontaneous chemical reaction is carried out. Means our electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. So this non-spontaneous chemical reaction is carried out by the use of electricity or electric current. So this entire cell is called as electrolytic cell. So, and please remember, always at cathode reduction takes place, at anode oxidation takes place. So generally we remember cathode and anode in terms of their sign, but here the sign of cathode is negative, the sign of anode is positive. These signs are not constant. In other cell these signs are going to be changed. So because of that reason, I am repeatedly telling, please remember cathode and anode in terms of reduction and oxidation. Okay. I hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching.